Hi, good morning. I'm on my way to the doctor's appointment right now. Did my whole morning routine and everything, but couldn't record much at home because Ashwin has been in a meeting ever since we got back from the gym. And if you're from Toronto, you probably know the real estate is quite limited. Today, I woke up to such a beautiful sunrise at home. I think the days have started to get shorter, and at the time that I wake up, it was almost like morning golden hour, and the entire apartment looked so stunning, so beautiful. It's also getting a little chilly and it's a little windy today. I think you probably can hear it. I apologize if the audio isn't the best, but it's pretty windy today. I'm really appreciating the actual fall weather. I don't like the whole transitional period because you wear a jacket and by the time you get out of the house, you don't need it anymore. As it started to get chillier, I'm starting to really like it. Also, I'm probably an hour early for my appointment because I blocked an entire hour in my calendar for this, but turns out the appointment is actually at the end of the hour and I assume that'll be at the start of the hour, but it's okay. Running early is always better than running late. I'll see you after the appointment. Alright, I'm back home. I got so hungry. It's almost lunchtime, but thankfully I meal prepped some bean sweet potato patties and I was thinking between burger and a taco because I can make both using that. So I'm going with tacos. I got myself some pineapple to make pineapple salsa and I also had some tortillas. So alright guys, despite all my efforts to provide a refreshing lunch, Ashwin is going through an afternoon slump, so I'm headed to our local coffee shop to get him a coffee because our espresso machine has frustratingly stopped working. This morning we pulled a shot after like 5 attempts, which is so frustrating. And I was so close to naming that the best purchase of the year because it's honestly been such a great addition to kitchen and it works really well. The espresso is generally really delicious and the coffee you can make with the machine is at par some of the cafes, so I really like that. But I don't know what's the problem with it. It just is not pulling shot. Pretty much after this I'm gonna be working the entire evening because I have a ton of admin work to do. Basically, I have to make a media kit. As the channel seems to be growing, there are so many business aspects of it that I have to figure out, and I don't have any friends in this profession, so a lot of videos, a lot of reading, but it's really interesting and very new to me. A lot of new definitions and parlance that you have to learn, but it's pretty fun, so I don't mind that at all. And as you can see, I am vlogging in public today while I was walking a pretty busy street right now, and I was a little anxious, but I'm trying to get better. I didn't look around to see who is looking at me, and that kind of helped. So if you're someone who is thinking of starting, or if you also deal with public filming anxiety, then the only recommendation I would have, don't bother. Let's get some coffee. Hi, can I get oat milk flat white? While I'm at it, might as well enjoy the delivery charges. Cheers. It is the next morning, almost afternoon, and I'm here oiling my hair because the chain of events this weekend couldn't let me do all this jazz. Just using my same concoction, which is of olive oil, some rosemary oil, and this one from Kama Ayurveda and this one from Fable and Main. Pretty staple for me. Yesterday evening, couldn't finish my entire work because Ashwin had back pain because of sitting the entire day. So we went for a really long walk, which is something that I really enjoy. I feel like nothing can cure a bad mood like walking. Because of that, I feel like I cannot even imagine going back to a suburban living, because when I moved to the States for the first time for my school, that was one of the shocks for me, that nobody walks. It's mostly getting in a car for groceries and everything else that you have to get. And in India, back home, we walk, we use public transport, and it's something that I really enjoy since I started to live in the city. I don't think I've mentioned this, but before living in Toronto, I used to live in Phoenix, before which I used to live in North Carolina where I went to school. Both Phoenix and the city I lived in North Carolina was more in a suburban setting, so you had to use car to get around, and I didn't have any when I was in school. It used to be such a challenge to get groceries. I remember walking with heavy bags of groceries with my roommate Lashania. She is such a sweetheart, by the way, and we both would struggle. We would stop multiple times, keep our bags on the road, and then question our life decisions basically. But it was such a fun time. But coming back to walking, it is something that I really enjoy. Second best thing I find is public transport. I love TTC, but I do realize that it is only good within the downtown and the vicinity of downtown. It's not hunky-dory even in the GTA area. Today's plan is basically finish all the work that I couldn't yesterday, and then I also have to get packing for an upcoming trip. It is also my birthday weekend, so I'm really excited about that, and that's pretty much how the day is gonna be. Also, coffee machine update is that it's still giving us grief, but we could pull 2 shots this morning, which is kind of nice. I don't know if it's the coffee, it was not coarse enough or it was too coarse. If you guys also use the same machine or similar machine and have faced a similar problem, let me know if you have a solution to it, because it is so frustrating to deal with a coffee machine first thing in the morning. I wanted to head to a coffee shop to do the work, but I don't think people around me would be able to handle the fragrance of my hair oil. So I'm gonna be at home. Okay, the amount of hair fall is pretty concerning. Tell me you look like an egg without telling me you look like an egg. See, the reason I don't do slick bun is because I pretty much look like an egg, don't I? Comment down below if you agree with me that I look like an egg in a sleek bun. My mom would definitely agree. Here is a clear picture so that you can make your decision. Okay, bye. I just washed my hair. I've been out of a conditioner since almost 2 to 3 months now, and I'm just waiting for this Sephora annual event to happen so that I can get one for myself. That's when I get most of my Sephora purchases because you pay a little less. I've been using instead these leave-in serums. I make this concoction again. I use this Split-ins serum from Kerastase, and this is the 8-hour night magic serum, and I never thought of trying this brand. I always thought this is an expensive brand, and I don't know if I want to invest as much for a hair care product. In the past, nothing really has helped me as much, so I was pretty apprehensive to try anything. But I was at Portugal airport, and this lady very generously showed me all the products, recommended me, and then I bought one conditioner from her, and then she gave me a sample, and ever since then it has lasted me. And my hair is very unpredictable, very messy. I used to have curly hair, but I think due to the length, which I recently started to grow my hair as long, I now have straight ends but curly. It has this weird texture now, and I have to style them in order for them to look even remotely decent. So since I actually started to style and take care of it, it really makes a difference in your overall style and maybe being more presentable. So by the way, I also mix any sample I have lying around. So I have this Moroccan oil sample lying around thanks to Sephora Insider Points. I don't know what is it in these, but my hair is completely dry right now. So let's get packing. I am generally an overpacker, but this time I'm trying to build a capsule wardrobe so that I don't have to pay for extra baggage. One of the things that I always make sure to do is check the temperature. We are going to New York, and it's probably gonna rain for 2 days that we are there. So that makes me a little sad, but I am oscillating between whether I should take a rain jacket or should I rely on an umbrella. But I will need a jacket since the temperature is somewhere between 40 to 60.